The cemetery is located at 2024 North Illinois Avenue in Caldwell in Idaho. Canyon Hill Cemetery is an old cemetery that dates back to the early 1800s and houses many souls as their final resting place. But some will have it that not all of the spirits resting there are at peace. People have thought the cemetery haunted for a long time. Those claiming Canyon Hill Cemetery to be haunted say they can feel the temperature change suddenly, becoming colder the second you enter the cemetery. There are also rumors about a strong smell no one can explain or figure out, as well as the feeling of someone following you. Haunted cemeteries have long been the subject of chilling folklore and spine-tingling tales. These resting places of the departed are believed to be inhabited by restless spirits, giving life to stories of ghostly apparitions, eerie sounds, and inexplicable phenomena. In the moonlit hours, legends tell of tombstones that come to life, shadowy figures that wander among the graves, and mournful whispers carried on the wind. Whether fueled by superstition or genuine encounters, haunted cemeteries capture our imaginations, inviting us to ponder the mysteries of the afterlife and the ethereal connections that bind the living and the dead. Apparently, there are rumors about an old lady who only sits on the bench late at night at Canyon Hill Cemetery, not saying anything to those passing the graveyard. According to those who have claimed to see her, they looked away for just a second just to find her gone when looking back. Who she is watching over, no one knows. She is, however, not the only one said to haunt the cemetery. The Midnight Jogger is a ghost story that is told to haunt Canyon Hill Cemetery, in addition to the old lady on the bench. Apparently, the ghost of the jogging female appears when you park between the trees that are overlooking the cemetery just ahead. According to the story, she appears as you drive past her but are gone as soon as you turn to have another look. Some reports that she doesn't have any legs to carry her and just floats above the ground around the Caldwell, Idaho cemetery. Some even go so far to claim she comes over to knock on the window of the car, although her intentions are unclear. As the rumors of hauntings continue to circulate around Canyon Hill Cemetery in Caldwell, Idaho, the curiosity of paranormal investigators and daring locals alike grows stronger. Despite the chilling tales of the old lady on the bench and the ghostly midnight jogger, the true nature of these apparitions remains shrouded in mystery. Whether fueled by superstition or genuine encounters, haunted cemeteries like Canyon Hill Cemetery carry with them an undeniable allure. So, if you ever find yourself passing through the gates of Canyon Hill Cemetery in Caldwell, Idaho, take a moment to feel the shift in the temperature, listen closely for whispers carried by the wind, and keep an open mind. Who knows what spectral. Although this one-time hotel is now closed to guests, the building is still being used, mainly as an event space and retail center. However, this doesn't mean all the guests have left. There have been reports both from staff and visitors about ghostly activities in the building, including spiritual energy and full-bodied apparitions. Back when it was a hotel, a guest, who was staying in room 136 with her husband, upon waking one night, reported seeing an apparition of a woman standing in the room. The woman said she felt no fear towards the ghost, as she was overcome with a calming sensation. She asked the ghost who she was and what she wanted from her, before watching her vanish before her. Apparitions had been reported in several guest rooms by past guests and staff alike, as well as in several other locations throughout the building. People also often report strange noises and a feeling of being watched. The O.E. Plaza Hotel was built in 1910 by two architects, Hummel and Turtelid. The building's original plan was for 125 rooms and 6 stories. However, today it only has 99 rooms. Back in 1910, the hotel boasted of various amenities, and one of the most popular was the rooftop garden. It included a restaurant, dance floor, bar, and sometimes a live band. It became a hotspot until 1940. The hotel's top 3 floors were bought by the Ore-Ida Company in the 1960s to be used as corporate headquarters. In 1992 it was purchased and the whole building was used solely as a hotel. The building is now used primarily as a business center, with event facilities, retail shops, and apartments. There are several things to try and enjoy in Boise, Idaho. When in town, you should not forget to head to the Discovery Center of Idaho. This educational center is a must-see, especially for children. The center has a science museum that features interactive and hands-on displays. The Boise Art Museum has provided people with an imaginative excursion for 70 years. The museum has 15 galleries, and it offers various activities for children, as well as adults. There are tours and annual events too. Zoo Boise was established back in 1916. The open-air zoo has more than 200 animals originating from all over the world. The zoo offers special discounted prices on Thursdays. The Warwick Air Museum features artifacts and memorabilia from World War II. If you get hungry from all the touring, you can always. The Egyptian Theater in Idaho is not just any ordinary theater. It is a place steeped in history and haunted with paranormal activity. This article will take you on a journey through the fascinating stories and legends surrounding this iconic venue. Before diving into the ghostly tales, it is essential to understand the historical significance of the Egyptian theater. Built in 1927, this theater holds a unique place in Idaho's cultural heritage. Not only was it one of the first movie palaces in the state, but it also boasts an exquisite architectural design. The Egyptian theater's design is reminiscent of ancient Egyptian motifs, with its towering columns and intricate hieroglyphic details. The theater exudes grandeur and elegance, transporting visitors to a different era. Its remarkable architecture is one reason why the theater has become an iconic landmark in Idaho's downtown area. But the architectural design is just the beginning. The Egyptian theater has a rich history that extends beyond its physical appearance. It has witnessed countless moments of joy, laughter, and even tears. From the roaring 1920s to the present day, the theater has been a witness to the ever-changing cultural landscape of Idaho. The theater's role in Idaho's cultural scene over the years. The Egyptian theater has played an integral role in Idaho's cultural scene. It has hosted countless performances, movie premieres, and cultural events, making it a hub for entertainment and artistic expression. The theater's rich history and cultural significance make it a beloved institution among locals and visitors alike. From the early days of silent films to the modern era of digital projection, the Egyptian theater has adapted to the changing times while still preserving its historic charm. It has been a platform for both local and international talent, showcasing a wide range of artistic endeavors. Whether it's a classic film screening, a live theater performance, or a concert by a renowned musician, the theater has always been a beacon of creativity and cultural enrichment. But it's not just the performances that make the Egyptian theater special. It's the sense of community that it fosters. The theater has served as a gathering place for people from all walks of life, bringing together individuals who share a passion for the arts. It has provided a space for meaningful connections, where strangers become friends and lifelong memories are made. As the years go by, the Egyptian theater continues to stand tall, a testament to the enduring power of art and culture. It remains a symbol of Idaho's vibrant cultural heritage, a place where stories come to life on the silver screen and the stage. Whether you're a history enthusiast, beneath the glamorous facade of the Egyptian theater lies a dark and mysterious side, one that is filled with ghostly tales. Numerous reports of paranormal activity have haunted the theater for decades, leaving visitors curious and intrigued. Legend has it that the Egyptian theater was built on the site of an ancient burial ground, adding to its eerie aura. The spirits of the restless souls, disturbed by the construction, are believed to wander the halls, forever bound to the place they once called. Many individuals have experienced unexplained phenomena at the Egyptian theater. From eerie footsteps echoing in empty corridors to disembodied voices whispering in the darkness, these encounters have left witnesses both enthralled and unnerved. One employee, who prefers to remain anonymous, recalls an incident where they saw a shadowy figure lurking in the balcony during a late-night cleanup. The figure disappeared the moment they turned their gaze towards it, leaving them shaken and questioning their own perception. Another frequent occurrence is the sudden drop in temperature, even in rooms with no apparent source of cold air. Visitors have reported feeling an icy chill pass through them, as if the spirits themselves were reaching out from beyond the grave. Among the many ghost stories associated with the Egyptian theater, a few have become particularly well known in paranormal circles. One such tale revolves around a ghostly actress who is said to roam the stage, appearing only to those with a deep appreciation for the arts. Witnesses claim to have seen her performing soliloquies, her ethereal presence captivating audiences who were lucky enough to witness this supernatural performance. Another famous ghostly encounter involves the spirit of a former stagehand. According to witnesses, he is often seen tinkering with the lighting equipment, as if still dedicated to his craft even in the afterlife. Some believe that he is responsible for the occasional flickering lights and unexplained technical malfunctions that occur during performances. Visitors and staff alike have reported hearing the faint strains of music coming from empty dressing rooms, or the distant sound of applause echoing through the theater. These spectral sounds add an eerie ambience to the already haunting atmosphere of the Egyptian theater. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, there is no denying the allure of the Egyptian theater's ghostly tales. The combination of its rich history, mysterious ambience, and countless paranormal encounters make it a must-visit destination for thrill seekers. If you're the type of person who enjoys hunting ghosts and making contact with paranormal entities, then Idaho is the perfect place to be. Our state is full of creepy haunts, from creepy old graveyards to entire ghost towns. However, even the most seasoned ghost hunter may think twice about spending a night in Idaho's oldest haunted hotel. This hotel first opened during the state's mining days, and, surprisingly enough, you can still spend the night here. It might just become the most memorable night you've ever spent at a hotel. Not convinced? See this haunted hotel in Silver City, Idaho, for yourself. The Idaho Hotel wasn't always located in the ghost town of Silver City. In fact, it was originally constructed in Ruby City, located just a mile away. When Silver City became the county seat, the hotel was dismantled piece by piece and brought to the newly prosperous town. Originally established in 1863 and then reopened in Silver City in 1866, the Idaho Hotel is the oldest in the state. And as is true of most of Idaho's oldest structures, it boasts ghost stories galore. Silver City was a real rough and tumble Wild West town, so of course there has got to be some unsettled spirits lingering here. In the late 1800s, 2 men even had a shootout and died on the front steps of the hotel. Their spirits are just some that are thought to roam the Idaho Hotel to this day. The hotel has seen a lot of different owners over the last century, and some haven't left. In fact, a former owner named O.D. Brumbaugh killed himself in the South Saloon since he suffered from pancreatic cancer. He lived in room number 27, and people have reported experiencing strange things in the room at night, such as unexplainable sensations on their body. Some spirits have no name and their stories are unknown. Guests have claimed to see a mysterious man in a duster coat roaming the stairwell, or a young boy and girl in old-fashioned clothes playing marbles in the street. We may not know who these spirits are, but their presence is still definitely felt. The current owners admit that they don't believe that the hotel is haunted. However, they'll confess that some unexplainable things occur regularly in the hotel, such as the mysterious turning on and off of water and light switches. The best way to discover whether the Idaho Hotel is haunted or not is to spend a night and experience. Idaho City has a historic town center that looks very authentic, like a step back in time. Like many other Gold Rush-era towns that have preserved their old structures, visitors can walk along plank-covered boardwalks and enjoy the shops and museums in the restored and sometimes rebuilt 19th century buildings. Today, the main sources of income are tourists and events centered around this historical town, reminding me very much of Tombstone, Arizona, Virginia City, Nevada, Calico, California, Jerome, Arizona, and Deadwood, South Dakota. Each one of these historic places had to reinvent themselves in order to survive as a real town and not slip into ghost town status like Bannack, Montana, and Bodie, California. The people of Idaho City have a can-do attitude deep in their culture. They looked at what they had left and found a way to make a living with it. Besides taking good care of their historic structures and graveyards, Idaho City happens to be near hunting and fishing areas, so this sort of tourism brings people to them as well. The 485 folks who live here are able to make a living and preserve their history to the delight of visitors. The main streets have old homes, trading posts, antique shops, a county courthouse, the Boise Basin Museum, the jail, and the pest house. Visitors can also explore the Pioneer and Boot Hill cemeteries, which have been respectfully maintained through the years. When gold was discovered in the Boise Basin in 1862, Idaho City was the destination of thousands of prospectors as well as business people who provided services for the huge crowd, ranging from general stores to brothels. At its peak, there were more than 250 businesses here, including clothing and food stores, barber shops, pool halls, and a bowling alley. For the lucky few who hit them off a load, opera houses and theaters offered entertainment. Gold had transformed the city into a bawdy, lusty town where whiskey was cheaper than water. As law and order existed in a relaxed state, life was cheap too, and many a person died in the frequent gunfights. When the gold was mined out, most of the prospectors left, letting the town return to a normal existence. The city, like many of its kind, suffered a series of fires, which destroyed about 80% of the original town. Wealthier residents were able to rebuild to the benefit of all concerned, leaving an improved, more durable town for generations to enjoy. Make sure you stop at the old jail or pest house and walk along the boardwalk to check out the old homes, trading post, antique shops, county courthouse and museum, and of course the old saloon. Idaho City has about 485 inhabitants, and while it's no longer technically a ghost town, it still has great charm and history. The old architecture and storefronts are pretty amazing, and it's easy to find those Wild West vibes. Some buildings have been rebuilt, but some are originals that have only been touched up a bit over the years. Despite the bad ends they often came to, spirits still keep their spectral chins up and make the best of it, doing what they can do to endure. Not surprising is the fact that there are unseen residents of the past hanging around various parts of town. Many apparitions float, linger and saunter through both of the town cemeteries, Boot Hill and Pioneer, after the sun goes down. On one occasion, several preteen boys, while exploring the Pioneer Cemetery, saw the foggy, misty apparition of an old prospector, described as sporting a short beard, western clothes, and a vest. In the Chinese section of the cemetery, a young girl is seen standing by a grave. The old grocery store seems to have not only living clientele, but also the apparition of a shopper who likes to walk through the aisles, peruse the merchandise, and then saunter toward the back of the store where they vanish into the back wall. The town's oldest saloon, Diamond Lil's, which was built in 1862, is also haunted by past customers, long dead, who had many a good time here, where they enjoyed a drink and perhaps a game of cards, after a hard day in the mines. Paranormal activity has been experienced by the living. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, until next time.